Welcome to JCCR Racing. There's my face. Welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're taking on Gran Turismo. And yes, things just got better in Gran Turismo. So hopefully they'll continue to get better week by week. But let's cover what has gotten better, what can still be worked on, and where we can improve. Picking better cars, making better decisions, driving safer and smarter. Here, the goal of the channel is to, well, learn and grow together. So join in, like, subscribe, turn bell notifications on, drop some comments on how we can get better, how you're getting better. Let's get down to some car talk and track talk. We've got a lot of cars actually over on Johnny's Car Care and Reviews, the sister channel to this, where we review real-world cars. We'll be reviewing a Ford Ranger Raptor real soon. Those videos will be coming out. But here, one thing that's fixed. We're not in a week where all top 100 cars are the same car, because there's some silly advantage over just one car. Super Doofus, just getting off work, right on. Same here. We got home, we ate dinner, pretty late here, like a 9 p.m. dinner, and now we're going to get in and have some fun. Ronan, what is up? Good to see you, buddy. All right, so as per usual, don't have the steering wheel on yet, so let's start that over. Now, finding the right car is pretty important, and one thing that's definitely less broken about Gran Turismo 7 and has gotten better is that you can still compete without having to take a meta car. You're not going to be horribly, downgraded or horribly handicapped for not taking the meta car. You can still survive not running meta. Little safe, smart driving and avoiding collisions, avoiding risky Call of Duty style, Mario Kart Twisted Metal style drivers will get you positions past. And this week it definitely helps that we've got a wide track without concrete walls right off the side. That definitely helps. Last week was bone-chillingly bad. It was very much Call of Duty Warzone style, as there's seem to be no penalties for the dirtiest of hits. Now, hey, Philness GT, check out Super Doofus as well as Philness GT YouTube channel. Give them a good old like and subscribe. Maybe should have been there at the top of third for that one, but the rotation, we got enough rotation off that, so I guess fourth was fine. And finding a car you can be consistent with is oh so important. I could probably race the Skyline here, as it's a pretty easy car to adapt to. Oh, gotta be careful how hard we push it there, because yeah, that will happen. So that's a good reminder. Lesson learned, do not catch too much sand there. Very tempting to push it real hard. Just like in the song, you want to push it real hard when you're on the racetrack, but you got to make sure you don't pass the limits, and that's sort of like a blind turn. You get on the throttle without seeing your way out unless you're driving in a less realistic view, because there are absolute limitations to driving cockpit. It's called reality, because guess what, folks? This is about what you see when you race. You get more window to the left and more window to the right, but that's about it. Don't get to see into the future because you have a hood view or a bird's eye view of the vehicle. So there's always a bit of guesswork on where precisely your tires are. Alright, so second gear there. Oh, loved Jags. Until recently, they are definitely pandering, following the whole gaslight culture. Oh, so the Jag rotates real good. I wonder how the Aston Martin is. Cheers, Prost, folks. Ooh, much better this time. Too bad we won't get to finish this lap, because I have a feeling if we clock in at 10, well, I already passed the 103 marker, so it's a good indicator. Ooh, a little slow there, had to let go of the throttle. Oh, the R8. Audi R8. Very cool. Yeah, not a sponsored drink. Thank you, Phil. No, this is just my lime and water. Didn't have time to throw some salt in it, nor a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, sodium bicarbonate. Because if I say baking soda, I will be judged. All right, so let me get the live chat on here. All right, oddly for the channel here, I just get an up and waiting for JCCR Racing as if that is odd. Okay, never seen that before. Couldn't get in. So it looks like YouTube made us two at the same time. Oh, the new... Oh, Ronan, thanks for commenting that the new time trial is a trip. We'll have to try it out. I found it awfully hard to stay on the track with that Ferrari because the brakes were pretty weak on that. What is it, an 80s Ferrari? Pretty weak compared to what we're used to here. And braking a little too hard really got that thing all over the place, ready to ass up, really, back end up. Throw the back end out and go where the front end should be. So here, -2 should work pretty well. I'd say for the Porsche, run a -1, -2. I'm going to run a -1 because that's just what I've gotten used to. So I don't want to try anything too new. Starting in third, so how do you get better at races? Well, you make sure you just put the practice in and put more practice in and make sure you can start the race in the top 5 positions, ideally first, second, or third, because if you can start there, you've got less battling. But as one commentator dropped on the channel, aptly put that he would time and time again make sure he'd start in the top 3 and then turn 1, get just destroyed and put to the back of the pack, and that punting is kind of the old school. Now the new horrible method is to push on someone's rear quarter, sort of like a police takedown, because it spins you out and it definitely puts you in last place, or very close to it, even if you're up at the top like we are now. But thankfully, this race has so much width and spacing with the radar. If you watch radar, you can prevent yourself from getting punted into a concrete wall because there's space. And you have space to avoid people if they're coming at you. And, ooh, ghosting has been really good like that. So I'm sorry, I lost attention there. And sometimes punts aren't even deliberate, like there. Of course, if I wasn't chatting and doing multiple things at once, I probably wouldn't do that regularly. But there are a few YouTubers racing away, but the ghosting is actually working this week, so happy that that car got ghosted, because that would have been 100% awful and 100% an accident. So we're in 4th, we're still in a competitive position, we're in a good place to take positions, especially if we nail that turn like we did, but we're in the wrong gear. So great line, horrible gear selection. I'm not sure what that means, Ronan, peed in a corner. I'm not sure what racing term that is, but I am not up to date with it. I'm not at par with it. I'll bogey that one. Let's try to catch up to Hector here. Catch the radar. Looks like I'm safe. Make sure we don't catch any grass now. The Toyota Supras and Skyline are pretty good at catching grass and not having disastrous effects. But the Porsche 911, if we catch grass or sand, our ass will be grass. Hopefully YouTube doesn't dock us for that. That's not really foul of language. Sorry though, I do usually keep it very G-rated here, family friendly. The buttocks, we'll say instead. Okay, so I did a lot more slowing down there. Gave up a position to not get hit in the sides because they're not ghosting for side attacks this week, so be aware of that. Punting has mostly been removed, but straightaway side banging still a thing. We're early in the race, no problem giving up a position to avoid getting hit off the track. Really have to run over that corner. You can't just stay on the asphalt and stay off the candies. Oh, and we can see right there, perfect example of how there's zero ghosting when it comes to side hits. So we now have to remember, beware of Hector. Mr. Hector from the Fast and the Furious has decided to be the villain in today's story. And I can't just say, like, we saw all that. We know Hector was a very, very bad boy. We can't go up and punish him. Because how the ghosting works is it's pretty neat. We have no idea what's going to happen. So the smart money is just let that be. Don't go full vigilante. Don't play Batman or the Punisher. It's tempting though. After seeing such a filthy move, that was a straightaway quarter panel attack like we talked about at the beginning of the race, and I bet his safety rating won't even be affected, and I feel like that should, if you're S, that should almost be an immediate drop down to A, even if you're at full points for S. That way you see it right away. It's like, oh, okay, won't do that again. Then you have to go struggle with the A drivers, and if you keep it up, then B, C, D. I think within 5 races you should be able to drop down to E, and it should take at least, 15, 3 times as long, 15 races to go from E to A. Oh, I film this. I'm going to try to just not battle at all. I am not here to make enemies. And I want to, if I win the race, if I get podium, I want it to be clean. Mind you, I do have that desire to pay back Hector, give him a little bit of taste of his own medicine, because we certainly have taken cars out in the quarter panel when I just couldn't resist, when they had been too bad, and I've got that Batman logo on the chest. Oh no! Okay, did not know. Well, that's a first. Absolutely did not know that if we caught the outside there, it looked very harmless. But lesson for everybody, if you haven't already done it, that is a nasty little strip on the track. So that's going to drop us and cost us a few seconds. Oh, great point, Philness. Philness GT, thank you for being a great coach and reminding us to stay focused. Absolutely. So a little less talking, second last lap as well as last lap. Because yes, focus is oh so important. Closing the gap ever so slightly. And now, yeah, definitely closing the gap. just didn't quite have it. We did definitely close the gap here, but not quite enough. Oh, pushed a little too hard there. Super Doofus made it home. Hopefully your drive was a little safer than the one we just had, but hey, just off podium. Not too bad for race 1 of the night. Happy you made it home safe and sound, Tom. Great point filling this GT. We need to not race the man. We got to race the track, just focus in and get turn by turn, just like in life. You got to work, pick your big goal, break it down into all sorts of little goals, and then make each little goal very attainable. Make a plan for it. You know, if you break a major goal into 100 mini goals, each goal, when am I going to do it next? How am I going to do it? And then just, you know, make the attempt. If you ever want to read up, they have, you know, I'm sure they have TED Talks, but they've got literature on making SMART goals. So it's really just about breaking down your big goal, putting down your little things, and then put the when, where, how to all of it. And thank you very much, Ronan, for sharing a little kindness here. Yeah, Super Doofus, after a 4-hour drive, why not go racing? But if your wife is up, make sure spend a little time. Show her a little appreciation first. And here we go. We got a nice little 4th place, beaten out by a nice M6 GR Supra, the Toyota, and another Supra. But you can see 2 Porsches here and a Ferrari, so you don't have to be meta this week to be, you know, top 8, and that's awfully nice. Big fix from other weeks. Now let's give it another go. A little bit of practice and then get down to business. Haha! That's good to know that the dog. I guess the dogs are very happy to see you as well, of course. And a special congratulations to our friends here. Great time, JCCR Ronan, fantastic. JCCR Wes, Res Racer, Filmless GT, YouTube Seba 13. Great, fantastic times. Sosa, everyone's faster than me this week. I'm at the bottom of the list. But I am no meta, all fan favorite. At least my favorite. Not Tom's favorite. Tom's all about that Ferrari, and I don't blame him. Let's try -2. Want to get into the 150 club, even if it's a high 159. So far, -2's feeling really nice. Oh, -2 just feels so smooth through here. Oh, really went in late on the brakes there. So that was not done with greater talent than usual. Missed the apex, so late braking, and then brake through a good portion of that turn. Close, but still a no cigar. Well, that's a penalty. Well, if that's not a penalty, that's very surprising. Now that grass there will also spin you out. The dogs answered yes also. Well, that's good. Dogs. Remind me what type of dogs you have. I know when I had a German Shepherd, that dog was so expressive with both his face and his voice. Dogs are great. Absolutely fantastic. Alright, so was that enough to bring us down to the 159 club? Or just a low 2 minute, because the other turns I didn't quite do as well as last race. Oh, you've got a German Shepherd. That's right. Yeah, your photo. Of course. Oh, it's Ronin. I thought Super Doofus was answering about the type of dog. Yeah, German Shepherds are great. Ours used to kind of whine, kind of like a low-pitched howling, a whining howling, when Marie, my wife, when she'd give him hugs. When she gave him a 2 minute hug, well, then he'd just be whining the whole time. He was built for work, not cuddles, I guess. Oh, there we go, picking up time. Good. Important section, that section right there, you can really pass cars in if you nail that turn right. Mistakes do get made there. Just like I made a big old mistake there, missing the apex. Don't forget, folks, do your time trials. Easy money if you need the money. I certainly did. We're pretty much broke. And, well, the time trial with the Ferrari did pay off. Still not quite enough to get into the 150 club. Will we have time? Yeah, they'll let us cross the line here. Usually they cut it out at about 5 seconds. Oh, I'm getting slower. That's no good. All right, Prost, folks. Let's see if this time we can pick up. Oh, it's going to be harder to pick up podium because they're going to start down in 6th or 7th. Sorry, so sorry in front of us. With the sorry branding on the pink Ferrari. So if you look over to the right, 7th position for the startup. So sorry there. We're going to be racing with FDX Music in a 458 Italia. You got the Supra, and the Supra is fantastic and easy to control on this track. The Mustang was tough. The M6 GT3 Endurance. The 911 RSR. Ooh, someone is fast with the 911. Good. 115 midnight 159 club. Oh, okay. We've been mixed in with a C driver here, but with a safety rating of D. So let's watch out for G Sport if we end up anywhere up there. The D for G Sport, well, I guess he found people's spot, the spin out spot, pretty often. Oh, Super Doofus has got the Basset Hound. Oh, they're howlers. And a Shepherd. Very nice. All right, let's try -2 again. We were slower, though. Let's go down back to -1. Couldn't get into our stable 2-minute pace. Oh my goodness, Philness. 4 hours of green HE double hockey stick. And you're doing it for an evening of stream on Monday for cancer awareness. Fantastic. Right on, Phil. We work till late on Monday. So if we're not busy at work, then I'm going to drop in for the chat, of course. I won't be able to race. I'll be at work. But I'll catch what I can of that. Thank you very much for dropping that information. Ooh, and we got safety ghosted. Fantastic. Because we're now with the top of the D racers for speed. These are I guess the lobbies with the fastest D racers, because we got some decent positions, a few podiums and a 4th. Oh, that's a distracting rear end right there. Maybe not for some, but for me, oh boy. Oh, that car, so sorry, definitely came to hunt us there. They did not know that they would get ghosted, and they flew through us. Interesting. Hard to defend a corner if there's ghosting, but at least we didn't get speared into another stratosphere with the speed difference there. Oh, look at all that jumbling. This is why it's important to be in the top 3 at the start of the race. Oh, nice penalty there given. And 5th here, Jeff just flew by. He is not worried or concerned about the rumble in the front, or he just doesn't realize how rumbly it is. He's ready to get right in there. Oh, he came in on us, and if it wasn't for ghosting, that would have been another crash. So problems, a lot of problems fixed for Gran Turismo. As the title suggests, problems in Gran Turismo fixed. Oh, there again, he definitely went for an attack there. He went for a light spear, a 30-degree spear. And so light contact is being allowed, but not the deliberate spears. So this is a huge appreciated improvement. And that's why spinning someone out in their corner panel like this, because he started to hit me first, well, he got a taste of his own medicine. But that's why spin outs, punts are happening less, but spin outs, not so much. They're still happening. And there, it's like, what do you do with safety rating? If you're the weekly race creators, what do you do? How do you program it so, like, I retaliated But do you heavily penalize me with a 4-second penalty for retaliating? Or do you let it slide because I'm retaliating? And if you would have spun me out, because I would have just stood there and not moved, I would have been spun out. And that was a racer that it's like, it's time to take him out. He's tried to spear me a couple times. It's not going to be a fun race with this guy, so unfortunately, let's play a little bit of I am Batman and throw him to the back, but it's too bad. That's an aspect that still needs to be worked on in Gran Turismo, and I don't have the solution. Only solution I have is that you're responsible for accidents and you pay bigger rewards, credit rewards in the races. Oh yeah, I'll let him have this because I think he got to it. That was a good dive into the corner, not like a bad dive, but a very fair dive. He got in, he jumped in, and that's fine. It wasn't a spear attack or anything. I consider that a clean corner pass, like a good corner pass, not like a clean no contact, but still like a good corner pass. No issues at all. And it's Thursday, so things, as you can see, have devolved throughout the week. We went from racing in super clean lobbies with 0 contact and picking up, clean race bonuses to this, where if it wasn't for the ghosting, this would have been an unbelievably frustrating race. But some weeks the ghosting has been really bad. They ghost a car, and then right when you're a foot behind them, they unghost it, and you pick up a penalty for punting them. So the ghosting is actually really good. It's making it so there's no spears, there's no extremely hard contact, but there's still a lot of this nonsense right here in straightaways, in turns. Yeah, I want there to be a bit of contact. It's about defending and trying to get the proper pass in, but on a straightaway there's still these takeouts. The guy tried to corner panel take us out, so we took him out instead. Oh, we nailed it this time. Oh, yeah, nope, not gonna get, he defended that very well. I thought I could squeeze by, but he saw me coming. The Supra goes through that turn with absolute ease. Skyline as well. And some weeks the slipstream's been ridiculous, where because I'm doing this, I would then fly by the other car. But this is much better, not having this flyby action just because I'm following behind. A slight slipstream is fine, but not the overkill slipstream. Keeping an eye on the radar, we got someone on our right. Cockpit view. Unfortunately, one unrealistic aspect is we can't just turn our head and get that quick view. Oof. Did that all wrong, so I didn't want to slam into the car beside us. The Hooters car here. Double headlights staring right back at us. Awfully distracting. Clever mate. A clever Canadian. Getting hot in here. Some last lap fun. Oh, wrong geared it. Otherwise we had that right there if we would have been in second. We'd have got the pass in, I'm pretty darn sure. But we can get it here, and he's cool, no straightaway attack. got that turn all wrong, but it looks like I might survive it. I have enough distance ahead. Here we go. And we picked up a position, and I think this will count. There we go, 4th. We did a thing, but we missed podium. We almost did a thing. Oh, Super Doofus, thank you for watching that race. Made a lot of mistakes, small mistakes. Still a lot of refinement to do here, but we are moving forward. We are racing with faster racers than we were last night. That was an interesting race. I hope it's interesting for you. It's a little perspiration here. Fantastic track race suit. So thank you to Aussie Pug and Philness GT as well as Squirrel 86 for making us a team livery. Mustang Drifter, hello. Yes, hello, good sir. Howdy. Thank you for making it in. We just ran through here. We got 2 fourths. Last night we picked up, what was it, a 2nd or 3rd. So we've been getting, last night was podium night. Tonight is right off podium. Super Doofus throwing out the live long and prosper. Much appreciated. So 2 races down. It's a Thursday night. Let's try another one. Last race of the night. Unless you guys think, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a 2-race setup for the lives, or do you prefer a 3-race setup? I'll let you all decide, because if you say, no, 2-race setups are the perfect time slot for a live. Mustang Drifter, thank you for making it your first time here. Hopefully it won't be your last, and if you do want to support, if you decide that we deserve a little support, give us a good old like, thumbs up, and punt that subscribe button with bell notifications on. What we do here is we try to learn and grow as a community every week. We're all about, talking cars, talking tracks, and making some good friends in the process. We've got the JCCR Racing team. If ever you decide, you can join by talking with, in one of the lives later on in the future, you can always talk to Philness or Super Doofus about that, and they'll give you a bit of a rundown of the requirements. Haha! Clever, Super Doofus. Alright, Tom, let's see what we can do here. Can we get into the 159 club? Because, let's face it, I am absolutely not the fastest driver. I'm not the slowest, but I'm not very fast either. Just your everyday Joe, trying to use sim racing to enjoy life, relax a little, make some friends, and of course, hang out and focus on getting better, because let's face it, sim racing is a fantastic framework for anything you're going to try to achieve in life. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to get used to failure and just enjoy learning from your mistakes. You got to put the time in. You got to persevere, because perseverance will win over raw talent with time, unless the raw talent is constantly putting in the effort. The work you put into this to get better is very much like the work you put into any goal, small business, hobby, sport. Oh, the Skyline drives really well. And it's also really great at taking a little off-track action. Not too worried if the rear tires catch grass. It's not going to immediately spin out the way the 911 does because of all the weight over the rear tires. If you're on the throttle and catch some grass, you're just going for a spin. Oh, wrong gear takeoff there. Forgot. Need to be in second take coming out there. Easy handling from the Skyline. Haven't driven this in quite some time. The adjustment period is well next to 0. This kind of almost makes me want to trade in my 2017 Shelby GT350 that you can catch over at Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. Trade it in for a Skyline. Of course, I love the beauty of the Shelby as well as the Mercedes AMG GT. Oh wow, okay, so we just, while talking and not really focusing in as much as I should, we just beat our top Porsche time, but with, you know, lap 1 try. So I think we're going to be racing the Skyline. Now we're just getting beaten by our own ghost here. Let's go. We got to make some progress. You can't have a wing that big without being fast. Otherwise, you're just, you know, that Honda Civic with the excessively large wing that just coasts slowly through town and never makes it to the track. Big wing like this, we better hit some high speeds. Sorry about that, folks. I've got the camera on the scrolls here, and I sometimes catch it. Air by air. Oh, we passed the grass test. All right, let's try to get a fast lap in. Oh, Mustang Drifter, we have the Thrustmaster TGT2. We had the original steering, love the feel of it. I didn't get rid of it because, you know, I didn't like it. I love the OEM steering. Love it. But I had too much on one power bar. Let's blame the power bar. Let's blame me, not the steering wheel, but it kept giving me shocks out of the center logo and eventually just kind of got fried. So I figured that with the price of a new system, I better just try to find a used steering wheel and make the test to see if the hub still functions, and it did. I do not like how the Skyline turns through there. I don't like how it turns through there one bit. Mind you, I like the rest. Maybe if I don't have the brake bias as much to the rear, how would I get more turn in off the vehicle at high speeds? Anyone knows, let me know, because I'm used to always driving the mid-engine, or I don't know why they call the Porsche 911 in this mid-engine. It's in the real world, at least, as a, I know it's unrelated, but as the actual 911, it's very much a rear-engine vehicle. Mustang Drifter, what sim racing setup do you have? We've got the ghetto scrapyard seat that is very comfortable, but not the best looking. Missed getting into my gear there. Easy, okay, yeah, easy through there because that's an easy turn. Fighting the nose a little in the turn, coming out of turns there. I'm used to the 911 that just hunkers down when powering out of a turn. Oh, Carlos. Carlos has made it in. Sorry, Carlos, I missed that. Unless Mustang Drifter X is Carlos. I think maybe that is the case. All right, we're starting in 7th again, just like last race, but with a very different car. We've got the C Racer with a D rating for safety up there. Hey, yeah, so sorry. Good to see you as well. So let's see, we got a 911 up there, an M6 in first, RCZ, Huracan, RS01, and an M6 ahead of us. All high safety ratings. Oh, the TGT2 and the T598. I don't know the difference with the T598. I do have the Ferrari steering wheel, which is pretty good. I think I still prefer the original one that comes with the TGT2, but it's always fun to have a spare. I should have a spare, really. So, Philness, what would you suggest for brake balance on the Skyline? Should I do 2, 3, or 4? I'm assuming we'd be in the positives with this front engine. Ooh, okay, T598 is direct axial drive. I know direct, I think most people go on about direct. I know it's more expensive, right? That is excellent information. Love the steering wheel talk going down right now. Oh, found a little hole, luckily. Oh no, ghosting saved me there. I thought I found a hole. But in this view, it's a little hard to judge whether the hole is big enough. Oh, that is quite nice going through there. Nice and easy. Setting up the turns and turning in very nice in the Skyline. Laying off the throttle there, coming out of the corner because I didn't want to hit anyone, but Leon Black just did us dirty on the straightaway. But the Skyline is really good at staying under control. And we don't have the radar on, so my mistake. So brake balance on 2 here, going just fine. Oh, we got punted. The ghosting, no ghosting for us there. Oh, lots of crashing. And the ghosting there is good because they didn't unghost it as the pack comes in. Yeah, we got punted, so that really messed up that other turn for us. Oh, we've been punted again. We've been punted into damage, so thankfully there's ghosting, so we don't pick up a 4-second penalty for getting punted into someone else. This is dirty. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, buddy. You're going really slow there. It was not anything deliberate. You're coming back onto the track. So, yeah. If you're coming back on the track slowly, expect that you might get hit. You gotta kind of watch for you're coming back on the track. Of course, you also need to avoid the people coming back on the track, but rating the turn like that, not all that possible last minute. Oh, the Mexican? Is that the Mexican flag? 5th position, getting squirrely. Help me out with the flag here. I don't have my glasses on. All I see is, I think green, white, and I think maybe red. fourth through there just fine. And the 911 took off in that section. Good for him. Oh, fantastic going through there with the skyline. Thank you, Super Doofus, for the fact check. Much appreciated. This is going to be an interesting last couple laps. Got action behind us, action in front of us, some publicity, sponsoring ourselves on the back of the window. Oh, you caught grass, so we're going to have a chance here. Unless we catch grass. No, we just missed it. Going to the outer limits. Snap back into position. Try to make, hopefully, a clean pass here. Yes, he doesn't attack me. I certainly won't attack him. We'll give each other space. I took the defensive line on the inside. I was in first, so he laid off. Maybe I should have laid off in that situation. Not sure. Let's rev out fifth. And wow, the 911's really coming up fast on us. Doing a great job. Oh, there we go. He went for the hit. I did not see that coming. I guess we needed to get into a more defensive position for that. Let's see what we can get done with the last lap. We're going to have to be a little careful around Ricaco Hondo, the Mexican racer, because he has no problem going for a hit pass, which is okay. Didn't hit us so bad that he spun us out or anything. But this is nice, tight, close racing. This is the way I like it. Oh, I'm glad that there's ghosting there because I was very late on the brakes. And great job on United Assassin getting a nice pass. Oh, there's hits all around. He hit, which slowed them both down, and with his hit on the other car, they slowed down, and the Mexican choosing to hit the BMW, he slowed himself down, and that changed the pace, and I didn't have time to brake out of that. Interesting. I ended up being the one that ate it the most on that. I ended up on the losing end of that one, that's for sure. So easy through there with the skyline, super as well. And if you haven't already done so, help out this small family business. Give us a good old like, subscribe, hit that bell notification on, and oh, that's going to cost us not quite a position. Oopsie doopsie on my part. So 0.5 penalty, but we're 1.6 ahead, so we should still hold position. There you go. Picked up an 8, just scraped by to not have our driver rating affected. And we'll know for next race to watch out for Rikako Hondo. Philness, thank you very much for supporting us through the entire race. Super Doofus, thank you for catching us on your way home and as you get home. Mustang Drifter X, thank you very much for making it in. Great questions about sim racing and wheels and fantastic answers. Love the car talk and track talk going on tonight. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I am blessed to have you guys. Love that we've got the JCCR Racing pit crew that is here to hang out, chill with everyone, and talk cars and track. Speaking of cars, my Porsche 911 needed a hydraulic change, so the convertible top, once they removed it, when you do one side, you might as well do the other because it's going to go shortly after. So both got taken out, one box, one shipping. They're going to get rebuilt, but I drove home, and today it seemed to drop like 2-3 inches of rain every few hours, but for like 30 minutes to an hour, and I just barely made it home, threw the Shelby out of the garage, got that 911 in, and well, the Shelby will be getting wet. First place going to the Huracan GT3, Papi Rora with the RCZ. Love, not so happy seeing a D rating go down, but really nice to see that the safety ratings here were unaffected. Surprised, no safety rating penalty there either. No safety rating going down for either of us. So that's weird. They're being very generous with what they'll tolerate before it actually affects your safety ratings. So I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think that's broken? Does that need modification? How should that be set up? And how could rear quarter panel police takeouts be dealt with in future weekly races? Either way, folks, I'm blessed to have you along for the ride. Thank you for getting this driver in with improved times every week. I know I can be, pretty slow some weeks, but I really appreciate you all helping me to get 2 to 7 seconds faster on every weekly race. Have a great Friday tomorrow. Whether you're finishing work, school, whether you're out of business or working for someone, I hope that you continue to also learn and grow and make it back here to learn and grow more with us as well as a community, supporting each other. Folks, I wish you all more cars and more power. I hope you get to put the pedal to the metal. I hope you punt that thumbs up button and subscribe. And I hope to see you tomorrow night. Godspeed, everybody. Thank you so much.